One more game left, friends, and it's the biggest one of the year. It's the Super Bowl. Hello, friends. Welcome back to POEZ's Picks. This is the Super Bowl edition. This is what it's all about. All the marbles, all the glory, all the money, all the things that go with winning the Super Bowl, and it's down to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ooh, two number one seeds. Both teams had the exact same record. Both teams even scored the exact same amount of total points over the course of the season, which is, I don't know, it's pretty weird. So it's kind of like a mirror match, but not really. And here's why. Everybody I've talked to is like, oh, they're basically the same team. Not to me. I don't know. The Eagles, and I've talked about this before on the show, the Eagles are there. They're really, really good, but they haven't been really, really good for that long. The Chiefs have been really, really good for like 4 or 5 years now. So, my pick, Chiefs, all the way. I also think the Chiefs have a better coach in Andy Reid. I think, most of the positions, maybe running back, the Eagles have it. But, like, for the most part, the Chiefs are better on all sides and at all positions. So, I don't know. To me, it's not really a mirror match. We'll see what happens, though. So, really, I mean, that's about it. The format of the show is make my picks, show my ticket, but that's not quite good enough. So I am going to show you my ticket, but I've got a props ticket this time. Now I did a couple, but this is the one. This was the one I did first with what I think is going to happen. So let's run it down. Chiefs money line, got it. Over 50.5 points. I think that it's going to be a high scoring game. I think there'll be very little defense, but I could be wrong. Patrick Mahomes over 1.5 touchdown passes. I think that's easy. Jalen Hurts 200 passing yards. I feel like the Eagles are going to be playing from behind, and Hurts is going to have to pass quite a bit. Mahomes 250 pass yards. I think that's attainable. I think it's doable. He could do it in the first half. Who knows? Isaiah Pacheco, 40 yards rushing. I think if the Chiefs get ahead, they're going to run the ball a lot. And if Andy Reid plays conservative, Pacheco is going to get 40 yards. Miles Sanders, 40 yards. Now, the number they had him at was like 67 or something like that. And I feel like that's a lot. I think the Chiefs' strategy might be to bottle up the run game of Philadelphia. Now that's also Sanders, Jalen Hurts, Gainwell, I think Boston Scott, but we'll see. We'll talk about Boston Scott in a little bit as well. Miles Sanders 40 yards, Travis Kelce 50 plus yards. I like to do the alternate totals because they had Kelce at I think 72 or 77 or something like that, and every time I bet Kelce over the 70s, he doesn't get there. So it could be a situation where like they hold Kelce, and like by hold Kelce, he's still going to get 50 yards. If you can hold Kelce to 50 yards, you're laughing. And Dallas Goedert 40 yards. I think he'll get that. I think that's what will happen. We'll see a showcase of the two tight ends, and that's how it's going to go. That's my first thought. Now, because it's the Super Bowl and because I do enjoy gambling, I like to think of game scenarios. So I also made a ticket in case the game is trash. You know, you get one of those defensive games where they trade field goals and nobody can get it going, or Jalen Hurts might get the yips. It's the Super Bowl. You know, the man could get the yips. And what then? Now you got no ticket. You got no hope for the over. So, here's my secondary ticket. Then they can't both win, so there's no situation there. Under the 50.5 points. Jalen Hurts under 238.5 yards. Patrick Mahomes under 292.5 yards. They got him at. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts under 1.5 touchdown passes, because I don't know that he throws that many touchdown passes. He rushes a lot. That said, Jalen Hurts under 50 yards rushing. That's a lot for a quarterback. And the Chiefs know that. Andy Reid knows the man can run. So I think maybe they'll bottle him up. By the logic of Hurts not throwing for more than 240 yards, I took A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, all under, respectively. A.J. Brown, 72.5, Devontae Smith, 63.5, and Dallas Goedert, 50.5. If it is a trash game, there's Kelsey's number there, 79.5. That is a lot of yards. And Travis Kelce under 7.5 receptions. So a whole ticket of unders, just in case the game is trash. And it also pays really well. I just did a $10 bet. Pays $765. That's not bad. So part of me is like, oh man, I hope the game's trash. Now, here's an interesting one. Now, to bet on the Super Bowl MVP, basically it's Mahomes or Hurts. Those are your big options, the no-brain options. But it only pays 2 times your money, and that's not good enough. So I went down the list, and I was like, well, who else could do it? And I spent $5 each on Miles Sanders and Travis Kelce, just in case either of them wins MVP. Because why not? It's the Super Bowl, you know, you gotta let it ride. You gotta spend that site credit, because I don't know, I'm probably not gonna bet on basketball or hockey. I only really like football. So I took Kelce and Sanders for $5 to win the MVP. And now here's one. I also took Boston Scott to be the MVP of the Super Bowl on a $5 bet. Pays $750. So fingers crossed that Miles Sanders rolls his ankle and, you know, can't go. And Boston Scott just has a field day. Now I also took Boston Scott to score 2+ touchdowns for $5, just in case. Just in case. The site credit was burning a hole in my pocket is really what it was. But on a $5 bet, pays $350 to win if the man gets 2 touchdowns, so that's pretty big. Now, I also saw a meme, I guess it's a meme, that had the box scores and the final score for the Chiefs and Eagles Super Bowl, and the caption, "Someone done leaked the Super Bowl script." And I thought, maybe. So on the off chance that that is true, I spent $5, called the correct score, Eagles 37, Chiefs 34. I don't see it, but if what got posted was an actual script or some kind of a leak, I put a $5 bet on it, pays $1,000. So fingers crossed for that. And last but certainly not least, the Rihanna halftime show. I bet $5 that Rihanna comes out first and starts the show, the set, with Umbrella. That's my call, Umbrella. It pays $50. So those are the things I have riding, minus any, sometimes they do an odds boost for the day of, and I would assume that FanDuel will do something, so I'll probably have a little more going on than that. And that's about it, friends. For me, it's all the Chiefs. It's all KC. I don't see a situation where Philadelphia wins. However, I'm calling playoff games at a 50% rate. So I'm not doing good. I called both of the conference championship games wrong. And that was embarrassing. So hopefully I can redeem myself a little bit. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl. And maybe we'll do a recap. If I win, I'll do a recap if I win on a ticket. If I don't win on a ticket, you'll never hear from me again. Until next season, where we're started up again. Thanks for watching, friends. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Check out our sponsors, www.420dna.com. If it's in you, it should be on you, just like it's on me, as well as holdenroadscoffee.com. Always fresh, never tired coffee with personality. Friends, have a safe and happy Super Bowl Sunday, and I'll see you soon. I love you. Bye.